Yo, yo, good morning. Happy midday, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. How you guys doing?
They will make cemeteries their cathedrals.
We actually have a decent football game tomorrow night. At 7:30. I mean, it's not the best game in the world, but it's better than most Thursday night games. NC State at Georgia Tech. Yeah, NC State's terrible. Yeah, when was the last time Georgia Tech was favored by 8.5 points against anybody? Well, any Power 4 team. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm picking Georgia Tech to win. I don't know that I would take the 8.5 points, though. I'm surprised the over-under is so high, 52. NC State can't score.
And the cities will be your tombs.
As far as I know, Haynes King will be playing. He played the entire game against Miami. Georgia Tech gets 2 weekday games in a row. Thursday night this week, and then they play Georgia on Friday night next week. I just think Georgia Tech's a better team than NC State. I mean, of course it's college football, anything can happen, but unless they completely screw up, they should at least win the game. They are undefeated at home this year. So, see if they can carry that on into this week. They are coming off a bye, too, so the Thursday night thing doesn't really affect them that much. They've had a week and a half to prepare for this game. So.
I'm trying to scan the area.
Let's see if Sea-Dog ever uploaded that video. He was supposed to premiere a video on the ACC show last night, and he didn't have time to finish editing it. So he said he should get it out either late last night or this morning. I still don't see it. Yeah. The last video he posted was him running from the cops after the Miami game. So I don't know. Where's Sea-Dog at?
Turn to the left.
Yeah, I forget who that was they beat. It was was it Stanford or something?
Go straight.
Yeah, I mean, NC State's on the verge of not making a bowl game this year. I always forget the way that rivalry week works in the state of North Carolina always confuses me.
Stop.
Because you would think Duke and North Carolina are rivals, but that's just in basketball, I guess. So who does NC State play North Carolina? Or wait, I don't know. I can't remember how that goes. Slim, do you know? Who plays who in North Carolina on rivalry week? I mean, I could look it up, but... All right, NC State, North Carolina. It must be Duke and Wake Forest. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now that might actually be a close game. NC State and North Carolina. I mean, they're both bad. I would still take North Carolina. You guys see last week, Amarion Hampton ran for like almost 300 yards, like 260 yards. They ought to give that guy a bonus for not transferring, which I know he almost did. He's a real deal. He'll be playing on Sundays, but he's the only good player on that team. Yeah, I don't know about this year though, Brad. I mean, NC State's that bad. North Carolina's bad too, just slightly better. What are y'all doing for World War III? Y'all have any plans for that, or? I'm thinking about throwing a party for the end of I'm throwing an end of the world party. We'll be making plutonium biscuits and mushroom cloud cake. Mrs. Peete makes a really good mushroom cloud cake. So, but it is bring your own beer, BYOB. Yeah, Cobalt cigars. No, cigars, not cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, lithium cigars. I was reading this. This is the time of year where it's probably not a good thing to like, but I like all the speculation that goes on about coaches being fired and who will replace them and coordinators and stuff like that. So Oklahoma has, they've already fired both their defensive and offensive coordinators. And so they're in search right now, and some of the names that are coming up, this is a Yahoo Sports News article here about the offensive coordinator search for Brent Venables. And I know a lot of people are thinking that he's not going to survive the season. I just learned the other day, I didn't know this, but his wife has been battling cancer all season long, and she just had surgery a couple of days ago. I think that would also affect whether or not they would decide to fire him or not. So, apparently this is her second time with battling cancer, but this time is worse from what I read. But anyway, some of these names that come up for offensive coordinator are pretty interesting. Of course, the most notable one here is Dan Mullen. Now, that would be a home run hire if he was able to get Dan Mullen as an offensive coordinator, because not only is Dan Mullen a good offensive coach, but he can also recruit. He's got the cachet. He's also got connections to the state of Florida, because he recruited there for a long time when he was the Florida coach. So that would be a home run hire there. Although I would be surprised if Dan Mullen took an offensive coordinator job. But maybe you would. I don't know. Some of these other names here, you got, where is it? The offensive coordinator for Washington State, Ben Arbuckle. Now, this is interesting. Miami's offensive coordinator, Shannon Dawson. I don't really know why he would leave Miami, but I guess money would be one reason. And Texas State offensive coordinator, Matt Leftwich. So, haven't heard anything about defensive coordinator search, but I think he recruited okay. What's up, Mike? What's up, Nature Boy? Harry Leg, Clint Eastwood, 12-foot ninja, Matt Dummett, Stingray, Joshua. How you guys doing? All right, let's get this thing rolling here. What are we waiting on? Good morning, sir.
Yeah, our offensive coordinator is probably gone at the end of the year. He's been a lot of people think he's going to get the head coaching job at Rice.
So I wonder why his name came up with the Oklahoma search.
No clue.
Yeah. Writers speculating, I guess.
Probably. I mean, that was several weeks ago that it came out that Rice had contacted him about being their next head coach.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I thought I broke my toe. I don't think it's broken, though, but it feels like it is.
Did you pull a Shane Beamer and lose a fight with a water cooler?
No, worse. I know people always, you ever heard when somebody gets mad at somebody else, they say, I hope they, stub their toe or hit their foot on a piece of furniture?
Oh, yeah, I've called for that several times.
So I don't know, maybe somebody wished that on me because it happened.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was walking through my bed. I went to go pee in the middle of the night because I'm old. And it was dark in my bedroom. And so I was walking around to my side of the bed, and I didn't see where I was walking, and I slammed it's the toe right next to my big toe, right into the bed frame.
Is it blue?
Yeah, it's bruised.
It's bruised.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt.
Oh, it does hurt. I'm limping around like an idiot.
It might take a toenail out too.
I hope not. I don't think my toenail's gonna fall off, but yeah. So
what do you really need toenails for anyway? And what purpose do they serve?
I don't know. Yeah.
Protection of your toe. I don't know. Same with hands. What do you need?
Well, listen, fingernails come in useful for a multitude of different things.
What, to kill somebody?
Well, it's a self-defense weapon for women.
Damn sure is. With some of these women and their nails, I mean, God almighty.
Yeah.
When did that trend happen?
I'm just saying, it never fails. Like, every time you cut your fingernails, you need them to try and pry something up.
Well, true on that. Because yesterday I was trying to open up some breadcrumbs, and for the life of me, and my nails, I didn't have enough nails, and I just finally pulled it with my damn teeth.
Yeah, that's how I do too. I don't have nails long enough to do anything with them.
Yeah, I don't most of the time.
But I've been scratched a few times by women, both good and bad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That stuff on the back, I don't mind.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Getting scratched by a woman is probably the least of your worries, good and bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't want to get any infection. Don't know if those are bacteria-ridden nails or not.
So you guys are both invited to the end of the world party that I'm throwing?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I'll send out invitations.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, now Putin's already calling for damn nuclear, using nuclear weapons if they keep firing missiles into Russia. So who the hell knows?
I think it's funny that yesterday the Pentagon had to make a statement. They said, we're not at war with Russia. Well, I mean...
Sure could have fooled me.
Yeah, that's
our missiles being fired into there, so what the hell?
To be fair about that, a lot of people around the world have bought our missiles.
Well, true, but still, that's our biggest adversary, or one of our biggest adversaries. I mean, China's our biggest enemy, and Russia's second. And Putin's, he's just a freaking wild man. Who knows what he would do? I don't think he would do that. I really don't. I don't because I think he wants to keep his legacy as, the leader of Russia. But who knows?
I think he doesn't want to get wiped off the face of the planet either.
No, because, you got Trump on the button now. You don't want that.
Not yet.
Well, not necessarily, not till January 20th. Yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah, we got a guy who doesn't know what day it is with his finger on the button.
Say again?
I said we got a guy right now that doesn't even know what day it is, and he's got his finger on the button.
I think he's got his finger up his ass is most of the time where his finger's at. Yeah. So I don't think there's any worry there.
If you're not competent enough to run for president again as the incumbent, what makes you competent enough to have the nuclear codes?
Yeah. Well, he got pushed out. Of course he got pushed out. I mean, it was just an old-fashioned coup that happened there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Listen, these people are deeply worried about democracy. They told me so.
Yeah, no. I heard Joe Rogan say this. He said, did you see Joe Biden and Trump together? And it showed a picture of Biden, and he's smiling like a Cheshire cat, man. He's just got a big old smile. And Rogan said, that motherfucker voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard a lot of that. Like the fact that I've heard a lot of that. Like people suspected because Jill Biden was wearing a red dress the night of the election that was her way of letting people know that she voted for Trump.
I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
I wouldn't be surprised he did either, because I don't think after he got ousted out, he had no love for Kamala Harris. I don't think so.
No.
And they're talking about her running again in 2028. What the fuck is wrong with the Democratic Party? Come on now.
Please do.
Yeah,
please do. Yeah.
That would be a disaster. If they wanted a woman president for the Democratic Party, Tulsi Gabbard would have had a better chance than Kamala did. But they pushed her out.
RFK Jr. would have had a better chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Imagine those two on a ticket together, RFK and Tulsi.
Yeah. That'd been a strong Democratic ticket. You're right.
Yeah, but
now Tulsi's a Republican. Now she's switched over.
Instead,
and Robert F. Kennedy's abandoned the Democratic Party.
They keep saying that this country is too sexist to have a woman president. Well, look at the two we had a choice of: Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris. I mean, you can't pick two worse candidates. I mean.
Hillary's got to be the most hated individual in politics, I believe.
Well, by all means, keep with that line of rhetoric, because I think, honestly, that's one of the biggest things that lost them the past couple of elections is this whole rhetoric of how dumb and racist and sexist everybody is that doesn't think like we think.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
If they put a conservative woman from like I think Washington State, like someone who was like white and it was conservative, and was from Idaho or Washington State, she would have won in like a landslide.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Or like like anyone, like I'm not like if there's a future candidate, if it was like if a conservative woman from like was like from was tall and stuff, like I'm just making a hypothetical case. Tulsi Gabbard has more chance of winning than I'll call her Chameleon Harris.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Putin is like mother's half Jewish. Not Jewish, and like Putin is half Jewish because of his mother. And he celebrates Jewish holidays. Like there was like a problem with that, like in the Russian press when he was first running the office.
Can you guys hear him?
Barely.
I don't understand what he's saying. Honestly,
I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if your microphone or what.
I think you have a good mic. It's just, let me check.
It just sounds like you're like a mile away or something.
Oh wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Way better. Oh, look who we got here.
Can you hear me now? Okay. It's my tone and my pitch. Yeah,
we hear you now.
That's because
you're doing better.
That's because I have thyroid disorder. That's why my pitch and my voice doesn't go that far.
Well, quit eating thyroids, then.
No, like that's like
It was a joke.
It's a joke, man. Calm down.
I know it's a joke, but like it's funny as hell too.
I thought when people had thyroid disorder, they got fat.
Yeah, I'm a little bit fat, but
Oh, you are?
But I'm not. Yeah, but
not as fat as Slim.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't eat that much anyway. Like I don't eat like. Yeah, well, I'm not like from like.
Oh man, don't worry about
that. Hey, just because all of us can't run around with the physique of a 75-year-old heroin junkie, Dr. Billy Paul. And give him 5 minutes on the beach, he'll be passed out like one too.
I'm more like Huffer Billy Paul than a lot of the other slobs. Yeah. I could go to sleep anywhere. Like basically, you put me like I could go to sleep like.
Well, Huffer Billy Paul has narcolepsy, so
yeah.
I have the same thing too.
It's pretty intense. It's good, but I don't have to sleep at night because I sleep so much during the day.
That's the same thing with me. Sometimes, but I do sleep at night though. I used to sleep in the day all the time, but then I stopped doing that.
If I don't eat a heavy meal, I'm good all day. Once I eat something, I say heavy carbs and stuff like that, you might as well just stick a fork in me. I don't
like carbohydrates anyway. Like you have to like control your carb intake and other stuff like that. Like I think carbs are very dangerous. Like don't take too much carbs this way. Like take more.
So what are you here to do, Huffer Billy? Are you here to tell us all about how great nuclear war is going to be?
Yeah.
Y'all were telling me, well, some of that, but y'all were telling me how the election idiots were, because they were idiots, and so that made me, feel compelled to get in here and put my 2 cents worth in. But I don't think they're going to be, unfortunately, to my chagrin, I don't think that Trump's going to do the nuclear war thing. It's the one negative that I have with him.
God damn.
What is a negative?
What the hell?
It's a good thing, man. He's just posturing. He's posturing. Like you think Trump cares about? Trump is not as lunatic. Like
no, we need to depopulate the earth to save it. That's my thought.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Are you so eugenics or something like that? Like that's.
You know what when people say that, I always say, know, you can volunteer yourself to be the first one out if you want.
I need it to be bigger than just me. I need a cause. Like
Yeah, see, this is the problem. You want other people to depopulate, but you don't want to do it yourself.
I'll jump on the rocket with them. But I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of like all these rich people out here talking about you need to donate money to all these poor people. Hey, Oprah, you got billions of dollars. How about you donate, bitch?
There you go.
Also,
Quit trying to hit me up for fucking money.
Oprah, you know what happened with the Hawaii thing? Like, she basically wanted more land to build her bunkers and stuff, so they can make more real estate downstairs. Oh, that's so stupid. Like,
I don't know. That sounds like 4chan shit to me. I don't know about that.
Well, there are a lot of people.
I'm not a Hitler.
There were a lot of those people building bunkers around that time. Remember, Zuckerberg built his bunker.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg is building bunkers. All the rich people will build bunkers just because they're so dumb. Like, why are you building in a fucking island? Like, the volcanic ash will fucking kill you too. You idiot. Like,
You're right.
No one builds in an island, and like no one builds an island. What if in the future Hawaii gets fucking
See, I'm not particularly worried about it because nobody's fixing to nuke this cornfield across the street from my house. So
Yeah.
I don't think I got that much to worry about.
Aren't we all on islands though? Think about it.
Aren't we all an island? Wow, that's deep there, Huckleberry Paul.
I mean, every continent is an island.
Yeah, North America's a giant island.
There,
Yeah.
Huckleberry.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna be quoting Nietzsche in a minute.
That's basically Pangea, but
Or Alan Watts.
But it's not. Well, it's more like you're talking about Pangea, like Billy Paul. But I think, but a lot of like islands, I think, will eventually be flooded or be removed.
Yeah, I'm about to blow your mind. Eventually, the Earth's going to be gone too.
Well, eventually,
Because of the nuclear holocaust.
Well, and actually, there's a possibility that it's going to be gone in 7 years.
No, it's not going to be gone in 7 years.
Yeah.
Stop having the 5 minutes to midnight mentality.
We don't have a damn windmill built in our backyard. Yep.
No, man. Neil deGrasse Tyson told me so.
Well, Tyson is a lunatic and a raging lunatic. Like,
well, I mean, listen, there's shit I disagree with him about, but he's a very smart individual.
Yeah, I'm smart too, but like, doesn't mean that whatever he says, like, he's not the most, like, he says negative things about cold fusion technology that already exists. And
I get your point. Like, Hump Billy Paul is, that's a Clemson educated man, and he wants nuclear war.
Hey, yeah. I never said I was smart,
No, smart.
Not a smart man.
I'm not a smart man.
I know I'm not a smart man. No, but the good news, seriously.
I think there will be a nuclear war, but it probably happen in 2038. That's the plan.
Why 2038?
Because they have to arm
up. Are you Nostradamus? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't argue with Nostradamus of the Midday Show, okay?
Yeah.
No, because I say that because I have people, my family. I have one family member who was in the intelligence department of the U.S., the State Department.
And they said that the world's going to end in 2038?
No, there's going to be a war in 2038. It's not going to end. It's probably.
So they're planning wars that far in advance. Huh?
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. The Arab Spring. The Arab Spring was basically.
I mean, they're planning this shit ahead like college football does.
Yeah. No, they're planning it way more advanced than even the college football guys because college football.
Are you getting home field advantage?
Not really.
Yeah. Who's the home team? Who's the away team?
Yeah. Does the United States get a first round bye?
No, I think you had to fight.
Oh, we should. Absolutely, we should get a first round bye. I mean, we got a first round bye in World War I. We got a first round bye in World War II. I think we're a shoe-in for World War III.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what's going to happen is America will not go to war immediately. What will happen is another Pearl Harbor will happen probably in the west coast of the United States or probably in Hawaii. And then America will have to go to war because of that incident.
Listen, much like I said about 9/11, depending on the target they hit.
Japan will nuke.
So you were saying, Slim?
I said, depending on the target they hit, I may not vote for war at that point. You know, I mean, if they attack D.C. during a full session of Congress, I may add them to my Christmas card list.
No,
There you go.
they probably attacked California, but you know.
Okay, hey, they can get a Christmas card for that too.
You still haven't.
Hang on. So
Yeah, but California is still not like part of like mainland America, like you know, like
look, metaphorically speaking, Trump is about to nuke DC. So let's just be honest.
Look, Trump.
Here's my problem with that, Huffer Billy. Reagan said the same thing, and he didn't.
Trump is more like I find more like Eisenhower or Reagan than any other president.
No, he's going to be on the rocks over there in the Dakotas. He's going to be on the face with all.
Oh, they're going to put Trump on Mount Rushmore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course. You should put him on there anyway, like because I should put another mountain that has the Mount Rushmore.
Fuck, man.
President.
Listen,
And
you know what? The day they announced that Trump is going on Mount Rushmore, we won't need any elections because fucking liberals across this country will commit mass suicide.
You know, Barron Trump will be president in 2054.
You really are Nostradamus, aren't you?
You are way down the. Oh my God.
He's going down that rabbit hole hard, isn't he?
No, I think his son will be president. None of his sons, none of his other kids will be president.
Yeah.
Only his youngest son will. The guy's like goes to be in the NBA, man.
So you saying that Barron Trump will be the president in 2054? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Hey, can we get some Vegas odds on that already?
Yeah, that's good. Probably you could bet that. You probably could go to the
I need to see this guy's search history on Google.
Fucking A, right?
I have like government documents and stuff, so I don't think.
Oh my God.
Like, not like the evil ones, but like you know,
Hey, what's the over and under? This guy's got a lifetime subscription to InfoWars.
I have DNI documents, not the other one. InfoWars documents.
Well, since you know all this information, can you tell us who's going to win the national championship this year?
It's probably going to be Oregon, but
do you have any?
God damn it! No, see, I don't like that. I got a problem with that. We can't have that.
I don't know. You allowed Texas to win. I would say I want my Texas Longhorns.
No, I wouldn't. Fuck Texas. I want fuck everybody. Fuck everybody but Miami.
I just wish that Nostradamus was alive today and he could do those predicts. You know.
I think, in my opinion, like Texas is pretty much banged up. Like with the running back, if you get one more running back gone, like you're pretty much over. So I think, and also we don't have a quality win against anybody. It just, the schedule is pretty bad.
Are you a Texas fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I don't like Texas A&M because my relative went there and used it.
Wait a minute, you're a Texas and Texas A&M fan? What the fuck?
No. My relative went to Texas A&M and he voted for Kamala Harris. I will never support him. Also, like I watched Texas since David Ash was a quarterback there.
Is that true what Harry Legg just said?
What's that?
He said that this is a juvenile. This kid's a juvenile.
I'm not juvenile. I'm 28.
What?
Yep. 28.
What does your age have to do with it?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I don't think he understands the reference.
Juvenile means like I'm a Jew and I'm a
you're the one that's a non. QAnon.
Yeah, I know.
QAnon.
QAnon. Hey man, don't be hating on the Jews. People would fuck with them for like 5,000 years.
Yeah, I know. Preach, Slim, preach. like my family who are in Israel, like they're pretty high up in the Israeli government. So I don't know. I would not mess with my family members. They would probably.
The Mossad will come and kill you. All right. Yeah.
My family members are in Mossad. The kill teams are.
This guy's got connections. He's got a brother-in-law who's got CIA documents. His family's high up in the Israeli government.
I also have a family member who did the Argo operation. So last time I told you that.
And he decided to grace your midday show, Pete.
Yeah.
Look, I just have Slim Shady Canes as my sword. That's all I need.
Hey, that's the only source you need. I'm the greatest source of all sources.
You know John McPhee? No, I've seen the guy in real life, so he's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy.
I have no idea who that
That's
is.
good.
Well, I met Jimmy Carter one time when he wasn't a reanimated corpse.
No, he's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. John McPhee's a really nice guy.
Jimmy Carter was nice. Fucking Secret Service was eyeballing a bunch of 10-year-olds like we were fixing to take him out.
No, but you know, well, John is actually a very smart guy. I don't know why, like, he's a very nice guy. But, Jimmy Carter, you know why he was bad is because, like, Jimmy Carter started cut funds with, like, stopping arms trades with Israel and not giving money and stuff.
Oh, that's bad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is?
Jimmy, here's the problem.
The Israelis got angry with them and, like, because there was a war going on there. Like,
Jimmy Carter was a good guy. He got rolled by the swamp. That's all that happened.
Rolled by the swamp, really? Yeah, rolled by the swamp. Well, basically, Jimmy Carter basically wanted to put his own agenda. Like, basically, he was basically a commie. Basically, you would have sold America to somebody else. Like,
I don't think Jimmy Carter had an agenda. No, I think Jimmy Carter was just an idiot.
That's right.
I think he was an idiot, but like he's like freaking Joe Biden. Who exactly trusted Joe?
Well, no. When Joe Biden was not senile, he was actually a piece of shit.
Senile version of Joe Biden.
Well,
whatever.
Well, no. When Joe Biden was less senile, he was a piece of shit human being, a racist, and a segregationist.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll give Jimmy Carter that much credit. That's not what Jimmy Carter was.
Jimmy, in the 80s, there were so many terrorist attacks done by, in Israel.
Because
Americans never helped us.
Jimmy Carter was anything hard. That was his problem. He couldn't.
We helped him. We helped his cancer. Like we cured him of his skin cancer, and he still supports Palestine.
Who is we?
He's dead.
We used to he's dead now, but the Israeli government cured him of the skin cancer before he died.
Is Israeli government cured him of skin cancer?
Yeah, we have
That's news to me.
The hell are you talking about?
Wow.
Melanoma.
We are down the rabbit hole now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Melanoma? Like Israel has
I know what skin cancer is. I just didn't know the Israeli government was curing it.
Yeah, there's an institute that cures that.
Yeah, because last time I checked, quite literally nobody's better at curing cancer than America.
No.
I think what you meant to say was doctors cured his melanoma. They just happened to be Jewish.
Yeah. The Israeli doctors did, and it was in Israel. Okay, it was an institute in Israel.
So in your mind, a Jewish doctor cures somebody of cancer, we have to give them weapons?
No, he was cured in the state of Israel. Okay, the Israeli government cured the guy. Okay, he was in the state of Israel, residing as a medical.
I didn't know there were any doctors in the Israeli government.
No, not Israeli government, the Israeli state. Okay, basically, he was cured by basically he's so ungrateful, man. Like we cured you, and you still support Palestine.
Let me pick on this for a second. What are your bona fides to have all these assertions? I don't understand. Were you like what's your bona fides?
Well, he's bona fide is why.
Oh, he's got bone.
He's bona fide, certified, verified. Yeah, and some other kind of fide.
He's like Celine Driver on steroids.
Certifiable.
Maybe bona fides.
What does bona fides mean?
Bona fides.
I think Vic is on the.
Yeah, thank you.
I think this guy's source is WikiLeaks.
Well, he's beating the hell out of you.
Well, the WikiLeaks, I already have membership to the stat for, which is like.
I have no doubt.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding.
Stratford,
he's a moderator on Wikipedia too.
No, Strat.
And a regular guest on InfoWars.
Yeah.
All the WikiLeaks documents are just copy of George Freeman's books and all the
George Freeman or George Foreman?
Friedman.
Friedman. Oh, okay. Sorry.
They want the guy that said
I like George Foreman's grill.
I was about to say, does Friedman have a grill too?
Hey, I've got one of those George Foreman grills. Okay,
George Friedman might have a grill as well. You never know.
Can he be like?
Hey, that was almost the Hulk Hogan grill, but he missed the phone call.
Is that right?
George.
That's a story he tells. That needs to be told.
Oh, Hulk Hogan's told it many times.
Damn.
Can I speak? Okay, like George Freeman wrote a book called "The War Against America's Next War Against Japan" in like the 70s. And he was predicting a future war, like because he works for the intelligence department, and he predicted a future war with Japan in the 2000 after 2000.
Can I get an explanation of how Japan is going to go from an ally to an adversary?
Yeah.
Please explain.
Well, they already are starting that. Japan wants to already get nuclear weapons. Soon they will get nuclear weapons soon. If America doesn't protect, the Japanese Constitution, is written by America. Like it's basically because of there's a.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if you're talking technological advancement, you realize that Japan's about a decade ahead of us.
Yeah, and
I think I'm gonna need another beer.
That you think they have about 120 million people, and they can build out. They can have a standing army of over like 50 million people.
What? Half of the nation.
Yeah, half of the nation are men. So like, if you wanted to, use the Japanese to invade China, if you wanted.
It's all the men. It's half the nation. There is not half the men.
No, but you have enough men to actually invade places. Like Japan, you don't even need that much men. Japanese are pretty warlike anyway. You send them to South Korea and do whatever you want. You can send them to North Korea if you want. They're warlike as hell. They fucking bought the Russians they won against them in the Russo-Japanese War.
The only people Japan has threatened to go to war with since World War II is China. So I think we're okay.
Japan is China's Japan. China is Japan's bitch. So basically, whatever people say that Chinese are afraid of not scared of Japanese. Don't worry. There's a professor from Nanking that some guy tried to get an interview with, and that I know and he was scared because he was talking about the Nanking massacre, which is when Japanese raped their population, and in World War II. So the Japanese are scared of them. They're like the Turkish people of Asia. You don't want to mess with the Japs.
Josh,
we're getting a geopolitical history lesson here.
Yeah, this is amazing. Josh, do you have any hobbies?
I play golf.
You play golf. All right.
No, the Armenians give the middle fingers to the damn Turks. Just saying.
Oh yeah, but right now there's a war right now with the Azerbaijan. The Turkey is using Azerbaijan as a proxy, or more like a country that a proxy. You know what a proxy means? Like a country that is just as a face for Turkish people.
Proxy.
Shot for the very first time.
Yeah. So I want to get the Nanking chicken. That's what I want to get.
I want to see General Tao, and I want to see him in a damn war. That's what I'd like to see.
Is General Tao? Is he a 4-star general?
Hey, can we have General Tao versus Colonel Sanders?
Yes. make that the war. That'd be the American Chinese war right there, or Japanese, one or the other. The Chinese though would make the General Tao.
You know what happened in the Korean War? It was
many people died.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
MacArthur wanted to go all in North Korea and invade the shit out of them.
You know why? You know why the Korean War, why Korea separated? Because they put a woman in charge of like the country. That woman was not had leadership skills and
didn't North Korea send half of, or at least half the men that can't eat food and they're pain in the ass? They sent them over to Russia to fight over and try to fight Ukraine, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But it's more like shock troops. They're not doing anything that is big deal.
No, they just want them to die.
Majority of the
cannon fodder, if you will.
Basically, they're more like shock troops. Basically, they're basically cannon fodder or shock troops, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's just wrong.
But wait! The first missiles hit today in deep Russia from the U.S. Now, just get ready for the nuclear.
I think America should just stop like posturing Russia, because Russia will be an ally when World War III happens, when the Deutschlanders go like outside.
What do you do to the Ukrainians?
The Deutschlanders? Are you talking about Germany again? Are we going to be goose-stepping?
No, the Deutschland, that's the Dutch.
Oh, the Deutschlanders are the Dutch. Okay.
Yeah.
Deutschland means the Germans.
Yeah, they're going to send them to the front lines. They're going to throw wooden shoes at people.
No.
And weed.
Weed, that's right.
Deutschlander means?
They're going to throw weed, hookers, and wooden shoes.
No, but wooden shoes and waffles.
You know the Dutch military and the German military are the same. Like they integrated into one army now.
I've learned more today than I have in the last 10 years of my life. I
know, damn. This is a history lesson. That's, all my high school education. I'm getting it right now.
You know, the German military armed forces is now part of the Dutch military, and Dutch and German military are the same. So the Fourth Reich has started already. So.
Oh God, here we go.
God,
the Fourth Reich. Oh my God! Now we're
I'm telling you, like, I'm not laughing about this.
Okay, Lord.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
And I can't believe these words are gonna.
We need to find a short guy with a thin mustache.
Hang on. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but where's Volusia when you need him?
Yeah.
Here's Volusia, isn't it? Or is Vic? Is Vic in there?
That's Vic.
Vic knows that he knows better than to get involved with this nonsense.
But the Fourth Reich, like, I don't like it. But Germany, every couple decades, they go extreme and they start invading things. That's the only thing. Well, the European Union was just created basically so that Germany would just be fat and happy economically, so they would not invade any country. That's the only
so what year? What year is the Fourth Reich going to come up? Is that
2032?
2032. Okay.
38.
Well, that's when the war's going to start. It's 2038.
Right.
But, I mean, they're going to take power, a few years before then.
35 or something like that. Yeah.
Trump has it right. I'm going to be the new leader of all that shit.
Don't ever go there, buddy. Like Europe is already like the problem. What happened is like when Britain exited Europe. Basically, the Britain was like a check for like someone to stop like Germany become too militaristic. When the Brexit happened, that really caused a problem in the
first of all, please explain to me what troubles Germany's ever really started, because before the First World War, everybody was bombing each other. The French, the British, the Germans, they were fucking bombing each other. World War II.
All the major wars are started.
World War II. If the United States and Britain hadn't tried to be such dickheads about it, it never would have happened.
Great Britain was a conqueror and a colonialist. Okay. Then you had France, and they came in with Napoleon and his little happy ass did 2 wars. Ended Russia, by the way. So no wonder Russia's got PTSD.
That was a terrible movie, by the way.
But you know why Russia?
Napoleon.
Russia hated.
I haven't seen that one. I saw the old one, Waterloo. I saw that one. I haven't seen the new one.
Test. There we go.
Test.
Yeah, sorry, my mic. Yeah, my mic wasn't working. That's why I left.
Oh.
And back, but it's working now. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is that Deutschland is Germany in German.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Deutschlander or Deutschland.
I know, Vic, but I was making a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Vic, the fact checker.
My family used to have a bank, and we owned a bank.
This guy's something else.
Jesus Christ, his family's done every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Netherlands, but
Has any of your
the bank? We still have the bank, but it's owned by.
Oh,
us
don't
anymore.
tell me a Jewish person has a bank.
No, fuck.
Well, it used to be medical doctors. Then we got kicked out of that because Queen Isabella was a bitch and wanted to kill all the Jews. So,
Help me.
Kill all the Jews. Yeah.
Mom,
Wait a minute. Queen Isabella of Spain killed way more Christians than she did Jews.
did you ever hear the
Are you kidding me? Killed it. You know how many? My family was more affected than anybody because we were closer to the king's quarters.
Y'all talking about like the Spanish Inquisition?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
I mean, that would be Queen Isabella, yeah.
You know, my family had 3 inquisitions. Like some of my relatives had 3 inquisitions. One of them had I had like 2. My family had 2. Like the Spanish and the Portuguese.
Pete, where do you find these people?
I don't know.
Damn, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, this poor guy's had 2 inquisitions against his family in particular.
You know, like Roman Abramovich.
I mean, what are you going to tell us next? That you're a direct blood descendant of Christ?
I'm not a descendant, but like, I'm a Davidic.
Oh fuck!
He was talking about somebody Bogdanovich. Who are you talking about? Is that the guy that's in the Norm Macdonald joke?
No, he's a descendant. He's a descendant of Peter, Paul, and Mary.
You know, Roman Abramovich. The Abramovich is closer to Mary than anybody else.
No, you're a descendant of Abraham. Yeah.
Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov.
We all are.
Well, all the Jews are.
All the Jews are. Yeah.
We're all.
All the Jews are. Yeah.
I feel like Josh is just. He
made everybody Jewish.
Josh has had all this information in his head for like years, and he gets on here and just has to get it all out at one time.
I know. Damn. Wow.
Can we vote for this guy to be on the next Dos Equis commercial for the most interesting man in the world?
I don't know. You know the guy who plays that is like from Mexico and just like a Jew.
Oh, he knows this damn background too.
Wait a minute, he's a Mexican Jew? I didn't know there were Mexican Jews.
He's an Indian.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, well, my family immigrated there, but because of persecution and stuff, and also because we're gonna make money in the diamond trade.
Oh fuck! Here we go. Now we're tying it into Hasidic diamond merchants. Fuck.
Oh my God.
You're getting canceled, Pete.
No, I'm not. We had a mine. We're basically like out. We're putting the mines, and we're not doing the trade. Basically, the beers did the trade, but we did the mining. Basically, we mined all the resources. Then the mine got done. Like there was no resources there in Golgotha mine, which is in like in another part of another state where we used to live in called Madras. So yeah. And my family did a lot of things. So
yeah, clearly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I feel so inadequate.
I do too.
Yeah, right?
I mean, wow.
I feel like I need to go out and do something with my life.
I do too.
I had a relative was shot down. Was a fighter pilot. It was shot down 3 times, and he became a POW once.
Apparently, he wasn't a very good fighter pilot if he got shot down 3 times.
Damn, you got a background like a background like the Kennedys, man.
Yeah.
All 3 times.
I could have been like, well,
that makes you a good pilot. If you get shot down 3 times, that makes you a good pilot because then you survive.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just good. That's right. Good piloting.
So you survive 3 times, whereas most pilots get shot down 1 time and don't fly again.
So as successful as your family is, what have you done?
Nothing. I'm the worst thing that happened to my family. Like, I'm like the black sheep. I'm like the black sheep. Like, I'm like the black sheep. Yeah.
Well, listen, go buy a bank and a diamond mine and a tailor shop, and you'll be well on your way.
Like, I don't know about that. I think I could achieve something, but like, you know, before like the age of 7, I got 2 concussions in my back of my head. So,
So for another show, Pete, let me explain to you, my friend, and this is honest, I'm not trying to overhype it, who was part of the mafia family in New Jersey, in Philadelphia area, and they owned the bank, and then when all the shit went down, they were trying to give the banks money. You remember when Bush was, or McCain and all that bullshit was happening? He gives me this whole.
Did he know the chicken man, Paul?
IG, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. And he's like, his dad told him to fuck themselves. I said, no, you need to take the money. And he didn't want to take it. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
You know, how friendly, Paul.
Here we go.
You know, like a lot of the gold that Israel has used to have until the Bibi Netanyahu sold all of it, like 4,000 tons that my relative got from the bank. Like,
my relative.
4,000 tons is about like, how much is that? Like, you can work that into dollars. That's like close to like $1 trillion of fucking gold.
Hey, next thing you know, he's going to tell us his relative built an ark and saved 2 of every animal.
Did you know that they found a 3-pence penny, and it's now worth $2.5 million? It was a 3 pence from 1650.
Wow!
And they're auctioning it off for $2.5 million. I just thought I'd throw that trivial shit out there too.
So you mean if I keep my 1984 penny, it'll be worth like $1 million in another 40 years?
Well, no, you got to wait till you got to go back up at least 500 years or so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they would have to stop making pennies. Then the value of the penny would go up if they stop making pennies.
Well,
the eventually. So because
the 3 pence was worth 3 cents in 1650, and now today they're auctioning it off for $2.5 million.
That's because
we may not be too far from that, Vic. I mean, how many people even still carry cash on them these days?
Actually,
and change. I hate carrying change.
I hate change too, but
I've got a water jug that all my change goes into. That's my retirement fund.
I've got $600 $100 bills in my wallet right now, Slim.
Dang.
Oh, you can stand a little, Robin.
You, Paul. Are you going out? You going to the strip club or what? What you doing, man?
Not with 100.
Going to the club.
Going to the club.
Have you all guys heard of a Glint Pay, which is like a gold backed, like it's like gold. It's like a fractional gold, like credit card that you can, not a credit card, like a debit card, where you can play with the with gold, real gold. So like whatever the gold price goes up, basically it's a real company. It's from Colorado.
Did you know that Goldfinger tried to rob Fort Knox, but James Bond stopped him?
Yeah, I do know that.
Hey, you know what? We need this guy right here on Joe Rogan's show with Joey Diaz. That'd be the most entertaining stories forever.
Right. And give him a gummy. Let him take one of those Joey Diaz gummies.
No.
Let him have one of TK's gummies, yeah.
I don't want no gummies, man. I think I never took any substance in my life, so.
That's hard to believe.
Imagine that.
Oh, dude. Speaking of which, just to show how insane this motherfucker is, I was watching one of the Joe Rogan shows with Diaz on there. This motherfucker pops 200 milligram gummies like they're nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And said he had to go do a show, later.
He's
your average person, 200 milligrams would knock your dick in the dirt, and this man popped 2 of them.
Look, I did that when what's her name was over here, and she was like brought these gummies, and I didn't feel anything, so I said, "Give me another one. That shit ain't working." Hell, I fell off the pool steps and hit my knee, busted it all up. I was crawling across the ground. I was so fucked up I couldn't even walk.
Yeah, I believe that.
No,
I believe it too.
Like most of the ones that you can go buy are like 20 milligrams.
thank God I didn't drive that day.
I told you about the infused tea I drank several weeks ago, and
Yeah.
it fucked me up really bad.
Are you talking about the mushroom tea or?
No, this was THC infused tea, and it was 100 milligrams. And it was peach tea, and I drank. Well, my wife was supposed to drink half of it, and then she didn't drink it. Then she gave it to me, so I drank really 3/4 of it, and it fucked me up.
You know the best, the most
Scott was more fucked up than a rodeo goat.
That's right. I was a rodeo goat. Yeah.
You know the most natural testosterone replacement therapy is actually is like a natural like way. You can do it naturally. There's a substance from the Himalayan mountains called Shilajit.
They come and milk me every other day for my testosterone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Moving on.
No, let's not move on. I wanna hear more about it, Josh.
I really don't.
Hey, what, y'all enjoying the weather?
Yeah.
Yes.
How about them Yankees?
But it's
How about them Yankees? Right.
like it's miserable where I live, but it's.
Oh God.
I can't even play golf today. Like, I can't because.
Well, yeah, that's because you're in Canada.
Yeah.
So it fucking sucks.
Yeah, bad decisions.
All the golf courses stop at like 31st. Like, so stupid.
Yeah, it's
what Halloween? Like, you can't play like no.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold tomorrow. Yeah, it's only getting up to like 55 tomorrow. So.
Well, I'm getting off here because I've got a really hard ice cream headache right now. So.
Yeah.
I make everybody have headaches.
You guys take care. I'll talk to you Friday, Pete.
All right. See you later, Scott.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bye, Scott.
That Joshua guy's like a stream of consciousness.
Whew. I swear. That is the most interesting man on YouTube.
Yes.
It's going to take me a while to digest what he said.
Just wait till we get to Vegas. Wait. It's gonna be crazy. Can you be that crazy? I mean, I wouldn't say crazy.
Yeah,
Can you be that delusional?
Yeah, we need to get to the Slav Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah, and that one too. That'll be good. We'll have fun there for sure.
I'm sure Joshua's family owns the cruise company that we're going on to.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but see, he can't go because he's a black sheep of the family and they don't like him.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it?
You know what I wish we'd done? Well, when I say we, that society could have done. Everybody wanted to keep Einstein's brain alive and have him help us.
Yeah, you get Joshua's asking you to put him back on.
Thank you, Vic.
Okay. All right. All right.
No, what happens is, look, we wanted to save brains that were really smart people. I want Nostradamus to be saved. We should have saved him. He could have told us all this shit ahead of this, Joshua.
I got the brain depository, like from Young Frankenstein. That scene where Igor goes to get the brain. Supposed to get the brain of Hans Delbruck, but then he accidentally broke that one, so he grabs Abby Normal's brain. Yeah.
Would have been great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the abnormal brain. Yeah.
Abby Normal.
Abby. Oh.
I don't know that we need Einstein's brain back. Didn't he help build the first atomic bomb?
He was on the team, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: it was either him or the Germans, right? So if it wasn't him, then we're fucked. So we'd have been speaking German right now.
Garrett wants to.
Well, listen, we wouldn't be speaking German, but
maybe Japanese.
Well, here's the thing. This is actually something me and Belushi agree on. I'm not a huge fan, and none of us are, of America trying to play world police.
No.
But the flip side of that coin is, if we don't, somebody much worse will.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Well, I hear you. I agree.
All right, let them spend billions and billions and billions of dollars of their money.
yeah, like China. Yeah, China's
Well,
gonna.
I'm with Trump's point of, everybody has to contribute to it. Like, I'm not in favor of us paying for it blanketly.
Well, you know why? You know why, Slim? Because they have no skin in the game and they're not as invested as we are. And it shouldn't be one person or one group or one country doing it.
Well, especially considering both world wars have happened on their, on their front porch.
Yeah.
That you figured they would be a little more invested in it, but
you need it to be everybody's on the same page. We're not doing this again, so stop. End of story. We don't need a fucking world war. We don't need bullshit. Now, I joke about the nukes because it pisses me off with all these climate people. I'm like, fuck it, let's just get rid of all these people and climate's fine. Now, I'm doing that sarcastically.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I am.
So too.
And I am.
I don't think you're being sarcastic at all.
Oh my God.
Hey, Paul, he's sarcastic, right? And I guess you think he's not being sarcastic about women not voting either. But
I'm absolutely not being sarcastic when I say that you can point to that moment in history where shit started going downhill.
It started going downhill long before that, Slim. Because we got a bunch of dumb people in this world. I mean, I'm not saying women are dumb. I'm saying there are a bunch of dumb men too. The issue I have is people vote with their emotions, and women tend to do that more often than men.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's always women. I am not saying that.
Dude, how many wars in history have been started because of women?
Yeah.
A few of them.
Well, yeah, the lady that ruled the world. I mean, look at that. She launched 1,000 ships.
Yeah. You talking about the Helen of Troy?
Yeah.
Well, there's a good example.
yeah, I can think of at least two. But yeah, there was the Trojan War, and then there was also a
lot of gang wars are started over women.
Even
like the war between Mark Antony and
Cleopatra.
Egyptian.
His name Octavius, right?
The Egyptian lady did too, by the way.
Yeah, it was like Cleopatra.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's where they quote unquote accidentally burned the Library of Alexandria to the ground.
Yep. So. No, I mean, you're right. I mean,
no, that wasn't.
It's all women.
That wasn't when. No, that was a different thing. But yeah.
It's all women's fault.
Well, no, that's when she was riding on Julius Caesar. So actually, it was in between those two.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and that's how the
every time this woman hopped on a new dick, another war got started.
Yeah, she was bad news.
Yeah, with Julius Caesar. Yeah, and then Mark Antony. Yeah.
That must have been some good stuff, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, she must have been hot.
I don't know, man. I mean, how good could it have been? People didn't bathe on a regular basis back then.
Oh, I don't care. I think sometimes it's that good.
I know that they used honey as a contraceptive, but
honey as a contraceptive? How does that work?
Well,
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but he's right.
Keeps the sperm.
That is something the Egyptians used.
That's just what I've heard. I don't know if it works or not, but.
Well, at least the honey probably took care of some of the smell.
Yeah.
Now I'm intrigued.
You know,
I'm gonna have to try that.
You know, it's kind of like an I don't know, but I've been told kind of deal. You know.
I don't know, but I've been told.
Paul, I don't think you have to worry about contraception anymore, buddy.
You don't know who I'm messing with.
I'm just talking about on your end.
I'm about to say it's got nothing to do with who you're messing with when you're. Shooting out clouds of dust at this point. I don't think you got much to worry about.
Clouds of dust. Good point. That's all I can say. Good point.
Yeah, I don't think he's walking into a sperm donating clinic anytime soon.
No.
Well, listen, one spawn of Hufferbilly Paul running around this world is plenty enough.
No.
Do you have more than one kid, Paul?
No.
Just one?
No, I don't, at least the one I know about. No.
Okay, well.
I don't know of any others, right? So nobody's come and claimed them. Said, you're my son's father or nothing, or daughter's father or whatever. And
no, that's not going to happen until you die and they're coming after your estate.
I don't really have an estate.
Yeah, sure you do.
No, I have money, but I don't have, you know what I mean? I'm not fucking Bill Gates or, you know, all that.
Well, nobody
shit.
said you were a billionaire, but you got $600 in your pocket right now. You told us that.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Hey, you got $600 more in your pocket than what I got in my pocket.
Yeah.
I don't even have pockets.
Listen, when you get to 60, you'll have about you'll have more than what I have, hopefully. But it's because I have a lot of money. The damn inflation's eating it all up. So what do you want me to say? I have money, but I don't have that much.
Paul's a rich guy who acts broke.
That's why he's a rich guy, because he acts like he's broke.
Look, the good news is, when I drop dead, nobody's going to have to pay for my funeral.
That is good.
Well, I'm not having a funeral. I think it's a waste of money.
No, I'm getting cremated, but you still have to go through the process. They still embalm you. They still throw you in a...
No, they don't have to embalm. Put me in the fucking oven at whatever it is.
He's right, though.
For 4 hours.
He's right. They do still charge you for an embalming before they cremate you.
Yeah, they do all that.
It's a money racket. It's a money racket.
It sounds like a real waste of money.
It's a money racket. Yeah.
Listen, I know a guy will do it for $500. Okay.
Okay. Well, as long as everybody can get past it, I don't really care.
Yeah, just take.
Once I'm dead.
I actually did hear a really good idea if you want to go a different route. Now, hear me out, because this actually may be one of the smartest ideas I've ever heard. If you get buried on the property where you live, you can then designate your property a cemetery, and it's tax-free.
I've heard that, yeah.
Property taxes on it again.
Yeah, didn't Trump do that to his ex-wife? I'm being serious. She's buried at Mar-a-Lago.
Wouldn't surprise me.
He did do that. No, I agree with you on that, Pete.
Hey, I've got no problems with people finding loopholes in the system. As long as I can take advantage of them too, it's all good.
Yeah.
They could just take me out in the backyard, pour some gasoline on me, and throw a match. That's all I care. You know.
You'll be half
Pete barbecue.
Yeah.
You'll be half charred. You won't be complete.
Well, listen, if the world's coming to an end, that may happen anyway, because let's be honest, we're eating Pete before we're eating Upper Billy Paul.
Why?
You don't like my tough ass skin?
What? Why would you eat me first?
Because you're tender.
Because he's got that old tough hide. Don't really want that.
I'm beef jerky. You use me for beef jerky. You use Pete for the fillet.
We're definitely not going to eat his liver. I know that.
Mm-mm.
You hope not. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that his liver would get an Amish community drunk for a month.
But listen to me. It's fatty liver. It's good. Look, at the same time, I get it. These people out here, these crazy people, thinking that the world's going to come to an end in 2038 and all that stuff. Wouldn't it be great if we had that certainty?
Well, no, he didn't say the world was coming to an end in 2038. He said World War III is kicking off in 2038.
Oh.
So basically the same thing, yeah.
Because if you have a war in...
Well, I don't think the world will end. Like, once again, if to his point, if Israel decides to nuke somebody, I don't know why we would shoot our nukes or Russia would shoot their nukes at that point. There's no reason to.
Once one country shoots them, there's going to be more shooting them too.
See, I don't believe that. I think that's there's a lot of flaws in that logic. Like, Russia's not, just say for instance, it is Israel shooting nukes at somebody. What does Russia give a fuck? They got no problems with Israel. They're not at war with them.
If they're shooting them at a country other than Russia, yes. I agree with you.
Exactly.
And look, if China shoots stuff at Taiwan, are we going to do anything?
Yes.
Well,
and so is
a double standard then.
And so is Japan. Well, no, Japan knows they're next on the list. They've already come out and said that if China attacks Taiwan, that's essentially declaring war on Japan.
They're doing NATO. Is what they're saying.
Well, first of all, China wouldn't nuke Taiwan. They might do a ground invasion, but they want their resources. They don't. I mean, nuking it wouldn't do them any good.
You can hit it with a neutron bomb. It kills people. Doesn't kill the buildings.
Well, and you don't have any of the fallout if you use a hydrogen bomb.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot better ways to take over Taiwan without having to do a ground invasion. Now, they probably don't care because they're China and they don't give a shit about people and they just use them like cannon fodder. So, yeah, maybe that's what they do. But see,
I'm not entirely sure that China's even got nuclear bombs. Like, it's much more likely they just have a billion people yelling boom all at the same time.
I'm sure they have them.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, well, if it's like anything else made in China, it's pieces of junk. You ain't got to worry about it.
It may or may not go off.
I shoot 100 of them, and a couple of them are bound to go off.
Of course, yeah. The good news is 100% of ours go off.
Yeah, but see, once again, flaws in somebody's logic, because aren't we working with them to keep all of us away from the ice wall?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So why would we fight each other if we're working together?
We wouldn't.
We worked together with Russia too, but apparently we can't get along with them now.
Well, that was the whole enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing.
Yeah. But you can't. At some point, everybody has to figure it out. Look, I don't disagree with all the stuff that the threats are the problem, right? But Russia and China both are not the problem if you do things right. That's where Trump's different than most of these people. Okay, I think he's going to tell them, look, guys, we're all in this together. Stop the bullshit.
Can't we all just get along like Rodney King?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole hands across the world kind of thing. Yeah, that sounds great.
What's his name? Remember the guy that got the hell beat out of him? He came out and he said, "Can't we all just get along?"
Yeah, Rodney King.
Rodney.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you realize they found him, face down in a pool with a shotgun blast to the back, right?
I know that, but at the same.
So apparently he couldn't take his own advice and get along with people.
Look, it's not the point. You know that.
There's at least one person he didn't get along with. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody shot him in the back. But he had a good point. I mean, like, we can all at least admit that, right? Can't we just fucking get along? There's no reason to be the way we are. I don't
know. Did he have a point when he was doing 120 high as a kite on the freeway?
No, he got.
Yeah, that would be nice if we could all just get along. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Name one time in human history where we've all got along.
All right, now
Never.
Now Joshua's saying World War IV will start in 2054.
Right.
Oh, when Barron Trump gets elected?
Look, the good news, and I like to tell people this all the time, there is good news. There is not a bad news situation.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to let Joshua back on?
Vic.
What?
Let it go, man.
Okay, fine.
So the good news is, with all the stuff that's going on, and you're right, Pete. I mean, we never gotten along, but this is why I always ask for the aliens to get here as soon as possible.
They're already here, Paul.
Haven't you seen Men in Black? They're already here.
They need to reveal themselves and get this shit taken care of. That's all. I mean,
what makes you think they all get along?
I am not joking here. I think the aliens need to take control. Jesus, take the wheel. Will aliens take the wheel? Take the wheel.
Like you're assuming aliens get along. Like chances are they're probably going to show up and kill all of us too.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. But at least somebody needs to take the damn wheel.
That's fine. Well, I'm not sure if I'd call that fine.
Well, no, you'll be dead. You won't care. I mean, but the aliens do need to come in and take control. That's all.
Why?
Well, it's better than what we got.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, we're just going to agree to disagree on that one.
What do you think they're doing differently than we're doing?
We don't know.
You know what?
Yeah, that's kind of like that's the old adage. I'll take the devil I know over the devil I don't.
Well, hang tight because it's coming.
Anytime a superior species encounters an inferior species, what happens, Paul?
They take care of it.
No.
They eradicate the inferior species.
Exactly.
Well, they either eradicate them or enslave them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's be clear. We deserve what we get. We do. I mean,
Paul, you sound like you have a death wish or something.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying that people.
And you know what's funny is I have that movie Death Wish on right now. So since you bring that up, the remake with Bruce Willis, not the original with who was that? Charles Bronson.
Bronson. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what year was that movie made?
The Bronson one back in the 70s. They did a remake with Bruce Willis in like 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't that good.
A remake.
Poor Bruce Willis.
Somebody says I'm a trust fund baby. They don't have any idea. Look, brother, I grew up poor as shit. I didn't have look.
Yeah, Paul's a self-made man.
I really got to where I am over my own life. I didn't have anybody give me shit. Nobody's giving me anything, so stop. And I'm not rich. I'm not. Everybody likes to make it out. What you did? No.
Well, and that's what I don't like about the whole class warfare that goes on in politics these days. Like, we're supposed to hate rich people for being rich people. Like, Elon Musk is a prime example. That motherfucker grew up dirt fucking poor.
Yes.
Well, I mean, but you are rich though, Paul.
My name is Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Technically, you are rich.
Yeah. But look, when you live to 65 or 62, I'm 61, so I'm gonna get. But everything accumulates. If you put money away, right, like I did, and I worked hard, man. I didn't just fuck around. I wasn't out here getting some goddamn easy money, right? So,
well, I mean, most people that become rich don't. Like, you know, a lot of people think, like, Bill Gates may be a shitty human being, but like, he didn't rob anybody. That he created a product that changed the world.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And a lot of people wanted.
He should be rich. He should be rich. And I want people to not think that's a bad thing. It's not. Zuckerberg, he's an asshole sometimes, but he should be that. Look, they figured it out. They came up with an idea. They won money. They won.
Yeah, and a lot of people got rich because they were rich.
Right.
Exactly.
But here's and I did too. I got a little bit of that love too, right? Because I invested.
Well, that's why I'm not anti, technology, because you brought this point up before, Pete. Whenever industry changes and something goes away because of technological innovation, more jobs are created downstream of that every time.
Do you know who David Cho is?
Yeah, I know David Cho.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know how he got rich, right? He when Facebook first started up, Mark Zuckerberg came to him and they built their first headquarters or whatever, and Zuckerberg wanted them to paint a big mural in the entranceway to the office. And of course, this is when Facebook was first starting. They didn't really have a lot of money, so he said, instead of paying you, I'll just give you a bunch of stock. When we go public, you'll be rich. Well, when that happened, he sold his Facebook stock for like $500 million or something like that. So the guy got paid $500 million to paint a mural.
To do a paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
But you got to see those things, and yeah. So sometimes I got lucky. There's many times I get unlucky. Trust me. The Pete knows how bad I am at gambling, so I suck at this shit, and I lose money every time I go. But I did get lucky in the choices I made in my investments and in my career, but I didn't get some easy money. It never happened.
Yeah, Jay, that's what I said, David Cho. Slaw, do you do any of the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin or the Dogecoin or whatever?
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't. And a lot of reasons for that, right? I don't understand it, and I don't
either. Here's what I do know. Ever since the election, both of those are the two main ones, Bitcoin and Dogecoin. They have both gone way up.
You can't do hindsight. Investing off of hindsight is a loser's card because there's going to drop afterwards, right? So
I would buy some of that.
Ahead of time.
What scares me is I've heard a ton of different stories of people getting scammed because it's not like the stock market where it's regulated. So you have to take, it's very complicated. You have to take however much Bitcoin you have and put it in some sort of virtual wallet. Yeah. And I've heard people, their digital wallet gets hacked by hackers and they lose everything.
Look,
I'll be honest. It's just something I don't know enough about to get into. I just don't.
Yeah.
So you know how I hedge all this inflation bullshit? I buy land.
Well, that's the smartest thing you can do. Yeah.
I buy land, and I
buy land. I've always thought precious metals was a great idea because that's something that stood literally the test of time for thousands of years.
Well, precious metals are safe, but they don't go up that much. Like you're not going to get rich off of that. That's just a good way to protect your current wealth, I think.
Yeah, well, when you have dipshits in office like we have that wildly inflate the currency, you look really smart.
Well, I think it would be a good idea to have some of that as part of your investments, but not your main one.
It's temporary.
No, not the main. It obviously part of it.
It's so temporary, and you can't do it. You can't like land. They're not making more land.
Right.
So,
and it always becomes more valuable over time.
I'm completely with you there. Yeah, it's a finite resource, which that's kind of the allure of gold, silver, platinum. That's a finite resource too.
Yeah, but it's this little bitty thing. You know what I mean? Like when I say,
well, once again, I'm not saying make it your main investment because I don't, but it's part of my retirement investment.
Yeah, I know. I got some of it too, but my only point is I only may think, good. Just land in inflationary times is the best thing you can do. Real estate, not houses. No, stop, because that's going to be a lot of maintenance, man. You don't want to be doing these. Everybody goes, we buy these houses, we can rent them. You know how much work that is? You got to find people who will pay the fucking rent. Then you got to fix the damn thing. And then you got just buy it.
I've had to deal with that, Paul. I know, exactly what you're saying.
It's ridiculous. And that's why I always say to people, land, not houses.
Well, yeah, land's the better one. You can still make money off of houses too, though. I mean,
you can. That was essentially my grandmother's retirement. Was she had about 6 rental properties. But to Paul's point, I mean, you get people in there that just don't give a fuck and they tear shit up.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, big time.
I mean, we had one. Me and my uncle had to go in there and fix it afterward. They had a fucking grease fire in the kitchen and didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I get
like, what the fuck?
My ex, when she left, she went and rented a house over there. And she's the best tenant ever, by the way, because she's like me. She's normal, not dumbass, not gonna hurt nothing. And the damn the owner of it, or the people that she's renting from, there were simple things, but they couldn't be bothered to do anything about it. And so she's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go buy a house," which, it's fine. But you had a captive. You had a really good renter and you didn't do anything to keep her. I mean, what is wrong with people? Man, it gets me so
See,
mad.
the neighborhood I live in used to be a hunt club. So there was some privately owned land around here. But anyway, when they decided to develop this area, whoever owned this land, they paid them 5 times whatever it was worth just to be able to develop it. So they got rich real quick.
I mean, the same things trying to go on here where I live. Like, and when I say develop it, like I went to a open city council meeting, and I'm going to go to another one. They're talking about building like an 1,800 home development.
Yeah.
Home development. Wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have a gravel road on the back of my property, and it's really rural. And there's a farm up here that has about 150 acres, and then we have another place that has 80 acres, and they all said we're going to make it into a park. They sold it to they gave rights to the city, so they don't have to pay tax on it. That's where I take my dog to walk. Right, I just let him off leash. We go out there, and it's crazy good. But that's where I live out here, and I can't believe they did that, because they could have developed that land for a gajillion dollars. Trust me, they could have.
Whatever happened to you selling your house?
I'm in the process.
You've been saying that for 4 years.
Well, yeah, but Pete,
that's a hell of a process.
No, but here's the issue. If I get rid of it, where am I going?
I don't know. But you're the one that said you were selling your property, but that was 4 years ago.
I don't know where I'm going to go. So getting rid of it is like, giving up and then go, okay, well, let me get, where am I going to go?
Well, somewhere else.
I don't know. Well, obviously.
Yeah, because you can't sell it and stay there. I promise you, those people have a problem with it.
No, it's not going to work.
But you keep saying this, and you're in the process, but you're not, though.
Well, but no, I'm not in the process of selling it. I'm in the process of trying to get rid of it, but I'm not.
What's the difference?
Well, there's a lot of difference, because I don't have it on the market.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can't get rid of it till you put it on the market.
No, you can't. And there's a lot of work. When I say a lot,
You don't need to do any work. Just sell it as is. Let them do the work.
What are you talking to, Robin?
No, we just went through this with my mom's house, the house I grew up in a few years ago. I mean, the house was way outdated. It was built in the 70s. And, she was like, we need to do this. I need to do that. She was like talking about spending 6 figures on upgrades. I was like, what? Just sell it the way it is. Let them do that.
Dude, my wife was talking the same shit. Like, our plan is to, as far as I thought, was to still get rid of this damn house and build one. And she's talking about putting like 70, 80 grand into the fucking thing. And I'm like, what are you talking about, lady?
Yeah. Somebody will come in there and renovate it and flip it and sell it. That's exactly what they did with my mom's house. They must have spent a fortune on her house. It doesn't even look like the same house. They gutted the entire house and basically rebuilt it from the inside out.
It's like,
and like, my house isn't even that old. My house was built in 04.
Yeah. No, but Rob says the same thing. You just said, Pete, you're like a little puppet. You talking to me through.
No, I'm telling you, I've been through this experience before. There's no reason to put a bunch of money in a house you're selling.
No, she's right.
Because you're not going to get it back.
Too. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I just find it fascinating that both of you guys are basically saying verbatim almost every word is what I've heard.
Yeah, she's right.
Hey, and if you notice the common theme, it's all women saying this shit.
Well, other than Pete.
No, I'm saying it.
No, it's all women that are wanting to sink a shit ton of money into a house you're trying to get rid of.
No, Robin's the one saying sell it as it is. Paul's the one that wants to put money into it.
Yeah, I'm the problem. She's saying no, get the fuck out. Take the money and run.
There you go.
That's what she said. No, look, that's okay. Look, it's not a wrong look. Either that, I don't disagree. I think I have this emotional situation in my head that I got to deal with. That's all.
You're saying that you're having emotions. I thought only. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Only women have emotions?
Yeah.
Obviously, I do have emotions, not when I vote, but when
No.
I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, just not when you're voting.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He's not moving. He's just pretending like he's going to.
That's fine. You're probably right, Pete.
Yeah. What about having emotions when moving?
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
So you have emotions.
Yeah, I don't get attached to a house.
I don't either.
No, I buried my dogs here.
Yeah, well,
I don't get attached to dogs either.
hey, dig them up and take them with you.
Yeah, there you go.
I dig them up and take them with me.
At the end of the day, Paul, it's just a piece of land, and it's just some wood and some concrete and some,
Well,
Yeah, but
I'm pretty.
you gotta go somewhere.
I don't know.
You can't just stay here all. It's like they say, it's closing time. You got to get the fuck out. So where are you going?
Yeah. I mean, when we sold the house I grew up in, I had zero attachment. My wife was like, "Oh my God, I feel so bad for you. This is your childhood home." I was like, "I don't care. It's just a house."
Right. Well, I mean, I kind of think that I have an attachment to my house, but
yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah, well, guess
I don't.
what? I moved so much as a kid that I never developed an attachment to any of the fucking trailers I lived in.
Yeah.
You're an anomaly. You're probably better than anybody on earth to be the one that calls bullshit on shit. Really?
Well, I don't know about all that, but okay.
No, you've been through the ringer, man. And I'm not saying I haven't, and I have. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the details, but you beat me by a mile or 10 miles.
Yeah, well, and guess what? I can probably find somebody in this chat who beats me by a mile. Well, that's why I don't have patience or time for a lot of that bullshit. People trying to use a rough upbringing as an excuse.
No, it's
like a lot of people have it fucking rough. Suck it up.
Look, anybody who's been through it knows it's not an excuse. It's a mission.
Not to mention, there's plenty of people that grow up wealthy that still have shitty childhoods. I mean, money doesn't cure everything.
Paris Hilton.
You're right. Like they're to that point. Just because your parents, had enough money for you to basically be raised by a nanny or in boarding school, like that can be just as bad from a different direction.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally different problem. But at least when you grew up when you struggle, and everybody struggles, but when you struggle, you are grounded in your own insecurities. Like
you're grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit that goes on in life. This is the rich people a lot of times get insulated. The little kids don't understand. Look, grow up like I did, and you will know in about 5 seconds what's real and what's not. It won't matter.
Yeah, it gives you perspective. Yeah.
Well, a lot of the kids I knew growing up that were like really wealthy, they're some of the most miserable people I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they never had to deal with it early on. Never. It's bad, man. But nonetheless, you're right, Pete. I probably won't leave here. What is it Robin says to me, right? And you can appreciate it. You need a place to look forward to in order to leave.
Well, the thing is, and I don't know your personal situation, but there comes a time where, like, it's just you and your son there, right?
It's not even him. I'm here.
It's just you.
He comes here every now and then.
So
his son's in college.
So what about downsizing?
Yeah, but the problem is I want space, right? I don't want to go to a condo.
How much space do you need?
I want at least 5 acres.
Well, and see, that's where I'm kind of with Hufferbilly, and that speaking of that development they were talking about earlier, like that was my whole point.
I get a tiny home on 5 acres.
I was about to say, I'd buy 5 acres and put a little modular home on it.
I have. I've done all this. I'm preparing.
Okay.
I'm working. So, but what? Oh God, Rob.
And who cleans that house of yours? You?
What do you mean?
Who cleans it? Who does the daily, weekly upkeep of the
Me.
house? You do the whole house.
I work my ass off over here, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you want to do that? You're 60.
Because it keeps me active.
Okay. Well, if you enjoy doing it, I mean,
It's not enjoyment. It's a reason to fucking get your ass in gear. It's different from enjoyment.
so you don't have a housekeeper.
Oh no. Mm-mm. The housekeepers can't do it the way I want it done. I'm an OCD guy. I
Oh,
have
God.
obsessive compulsive disorder.
He's like the opposite of Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a horrible person when it comes to this shit. I can't let it go.
Well, no, Lou would much rather just pay somebody to do all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Like I don't get it. Like I genuinely enjoy and look forward to, honestly, the peace and quiet away from my wife and kids when I cut the yard.
Yeah.
No, I do all that too.
Like I put in my little earbuds and
Yep.
fucking leave me alone for 2 hours.
That's how I do too.
all that, and then I got to come in and clean the showers. I got to come in and vacuum up the floors. I got to vacuum up the sofas, get rid of the dog fur, do all.
Well, I got one of those little
Wash
robot
off.
vacuum cleaners.
Listen to me. I work my ass off in here. It's hours and hours of fun.
At some point, you'll be too old to do all that, though.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to plan exit strategy. So, yeah, but it's not on the market yet. Let's be honest. I haven't put it on the market yet. Even my neighbor, who's a realtor in this area, and she comes over and she goes, "Let me know when you want to put your house on the market." And I said to her, "Well, I'm not there yet."
That is fake news. Vandy Dandy says modular homes are garbage. No, they're not.
They're not garbage, Vandy Danny. They actually are better built than the stick.
Yeah,
homes
they have
build.
more strict building codes
Yes.
than I.
They gotta move them.
Yeah.
You dummy. What's wrong with you? Now they may not have as cool architectural bullshit because they got to be.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty nice.
I know.
Some of them are nice, but I've got an uncle that got one. They do tend to go pretty cheap on the finishes on the inside.
No.
You could redo that.
Why are you?
You can.
Why
Yeah.
are you worrying about the finishes? Look, we had one.
Well, for starters, because I hate fucking linoleum flooring.
No, you don't.
Yeah, but so you can change all that though.
You don't
can.
even have to. Don't put linoleum flooring in.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can custom build them too. So
wood, and I will get the wood floor installed.
Actually, I'm not even a fan of wood floor. I mean, I'm in that because I have like young kids and a dog. Like, I'm all into some fucking wood look tile because it's just so durable.
yeah, that's fine too. I can't carpet. I hate carpet.
I can't.
Yeah, I hate carpet, but at the same time, I hate putting my feet down on a cold floor in the morning.
Yeah, I don't
So I would
mind.
have to get
Put down
an area rug.
Yeah, put down a rug.
How do you feel that through all that fat, Slim?
Do what?
Eventually, one day, I'm gonna. So we got our entire downstairs is wood, and our entire upstairs is carpet. I would like to get the upstairs put down wood, or some sort of like what Slim was talking about, the faux wood.
He's good. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, the wood look. I mean, that wood look tile has actually got pretty good texture and look to it. Like, just looking at it, you can't tell it's not wood.
So listen, here's the fun part. Look, everything you're saying, Slam, is right. You don't want fabric, really, but you don't want your feet to be hurt. So you put rugs down, right?
And you roll those up and have them cleaned or clean them yourself.
That's right. Exactly right. But you can't have a system that it's not easily cleanable. Fabrics I need to wash them. That's it. I just have to. I have to. It's a requirement. But all that said, I did like I was pointing out, Pete. I want to get rid of it eventually, but I have a lot of What do you when? Okay, so can I just have a moment?
Yeah, have a moment.
When
That sums up his life.
No, when I moved here with my ex, right, and she agreed, and we were going to come here, and this house was going to be a project. We knew it was going. The other one was a project, by the way, and we did all kinds of crazy things over there. And I took care of all the yard. I got all these trees down. I fixed everything up. The house was great. I put in these great scarlet oak. I put in these maple trees. I did all that. We sold the house. Well, we tried to sell it, but it was going to be in, back when Bush was, all that Bush McCain bullshit was going on. Anyway, but I found this place and I brought her over here and I said, look, it's going to be a lot of work. Are you in? And she said, yeah. Okay. And then a year in, or less than was it a year? Oh, I almost could use a rounding error here. A year in, she goes, I don't want to work anymore. Okay, so here's the problem. We bought this house with the expectations that we had double income. Well, we have one kid, which is fine, but we had enough money to make it happen. Now she's going to just exit, right? And then everybody goes, well, she needs her time, her space, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, I try. I did. That's very nice. All that said, it fast forwards all the way to the Trump winning in 2016, right? All hell broke loose over here, brother. I mean, it really did. Because I didn't vote for the motherfucker. I didn't. I voted for Johnson. But I got painted. And she just said, I got to get the hell out. And I was like, all right. So I'm stuck now in this house trying to figure it out.
Does anybody know what this old man is babbling about?
I think what he's saying is they bought the house together. Then she said she didn't want to work anymore. And then she got mad that he didn't vote for Hillary.
Yeah.
And left.
I wasn't going to vote for her. I didn't vote for anybody. I didn't vote for him either. So anyway, it ends up in a divorce, which is. But look, I laugh about it, and she comes over, and I tell her, I said, you know how crazy you are. You know how crazy I am.
No offense to her, or I don't know her. So I'm sure she's a lovely woman. If she left you because you didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, you probably dodged a bullet there, Paul. I mean, come on.
No,
probably.
We were in a mixed marriage. She's a Yankee, New York Yankee, and I was a Southerner. And
but y'all knew that before you got married, though.
Yeah. I'm saying that's what I mean. I think that's where the disconnect came up.
Have you done a wellness check on her since Trump won the election? Is she okay?
Well, my son doesn't think she's dead yet, so I think we're okay.
Oh, I guess that's good.
Yeah. So I use him as my, parrot. He's a parrot in the mine or a canary in the mine. So I let him do that. But yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, it's kind of
So did your son move out?
No, he's been sharing. He comes over here a couple of weeks. He goes over there a couple of weeks. He comes over here a couple. It's fine. He's good. I mean, he came over last night unexpectedly because I had sushi that was left over, and he left a damn cookie crumble place, which I can't. I just laugh every time I think about it. He works at Cookie Crumble. What kind of crazy shit is that? But anyway, he came over. He ate sushi, slept overnight, and he got up a little while ago and left. No, he comes over here. He knows it's a safe place. It's a great place. He knows it. And he keeps saying, you can't sell it. I need that place. I said, you got to get a damn job, a real job.
It's a safe space, yeah.
Yeah, at some point, is he going to get his own place?
He wants to own this place.
Oh, God. He's just waiting.
He's just going to live at home until Hubberbilly croaks.
Yeah, he's just waiting for you to die.
Damn. Thanks a lot.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
It may be. It's possible.
mean, he's smart. He's your only living heir.
Oh, he's gonna get all
He's going to get everything. He knows it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows.
Better be careful.
He's not the look.
Don't let him cook for you.
No, he just encourages me to keep drinking. That's his thing.
Oh, see? He's trying to accelerate the process. Paul's like, I'm going to quit drinking. He's like, no, Dad, you don't need to do that. Here, have this beer. Oh.
Yeah, he's funny. No, he is good, though. He means well. Hey, boss, come here. Come here. My dog is going to get down there to the fence. I'm trying to see if Noah, I don't want to lose connection, so I'm trying to see if did he put the fence back up?
What are you talking about?
No.
He's like,
we have a gate. We have a gate.
Can we see? Can you turn the camera on?
Yeah, I can turn it on. Let me switch it around.
There's the Paul compound right behind him.
This is a crazy place. Look, there's all kinds of fun.
You got that. I'll tell you what, it's a nice piece of property you got there, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's fun. Oh yeah, he did put the gate up. I'm trying to get it turned around. How do you? God damn it! It won't let me do the reverse.
Gotta go into settings and hit camera, and then
Yeah, you have to go to camera settings and then.
settings, camera, and then switch to the back camera.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Anyway.
that's why I say you have to pay. Like I thought I had a nice piece of property. Well, now my elected officials are going to fuck it up, even though the people are against it. Like I went to that town hall meeting, and the mayor pretty much said, "Well, it's happening anyway." It's like, oh, really? Are you sure about that? That's a quick way not to be mayor all of a sudden.
Happening and where I'm gonna put it.
So we do have a. So we do have a little bit of we have a lot of fun up here.
Yeah, a gazebo there.
Noah wants to own it. Yep, a gazebo and pool and everything, but Noah wants to own it, which is
Of course he does.
but-
Why would no one want to own it?
No, he said no way.
No, his son.
Oh, okay.
Because here's the thing. He thinks that because we have two of our dogs that were very keen to us, right? He wants to never let this go.
But hypothetical situation. Tomorrow you get hit by a bus, right? Noah inherits the house and the property.
Yep. Have a trust and everything's set up.
He's then got to pay it off. He's still got to pay the property taxes and the upkeep on it year after year.
I have health. I'm not health insurance. I have life insurance, so it's paid off. It's all taken care of. It won't have the debt, but it'll have taxes and the homeowners.
Yeah, Pete. Don't you and Mrs. Pete have enough life insurance where if one of you croaks, it's going to pay off everything?
Our house, yeah, it's not a big life insurance policy. It's enough to pay off the house
I didn't
and
do that either.
credit cards
I
and
made
shit
sure
like
my
that.
house was yeah, I had my house covered. That's it. That's all I did.
If one of us dies, that's not like a free, no one's getting rich.
No.
I mean, either one of us either, but I mean, there's still, well into the six figures of life insurance on the both of us.
Yeah.
No, I took care of all that. And by the way, I'm going to give some credit. I'm going to give some props here. If it weren't for Robin, it wouldn't have been done.
What?
She made it happen. The whole putting the trust in place, getting all the will done, everything else.
Yeah.
Jesus, Paul, I had that shit done years ago.
No, but yeah, okay. But I'm a procrastinator. So just be honest. And she was like, no, you got to get this done now. You got to get this done.
I mean, how old is your son? 20, 21?
Yeah, he's 21, 22 in November.
Okay, so you should have had that done somewhere around 20 years ago. That's some hellified procrastinating.
Well, I had the health insurance. I mean, not the health insurance, life insurance done. I didn't have the trust in place. I did not have that.
Well, see, we have that set up like, if just say for the sake of argument, the fucking flight we take for the for the Slob Olympics cruise goes down, I mean, we have all that set up for, for the somebody to take care of the kids and all that kind of stuff.
You're a forward thinker. You're a planner. You're a contingency guy. I am a procrastinator. Put it off until the day.
Listen, I can procrastinate with the best of them, sir. How dare you?
That she got mad at me because she goes, "You don't even have any of this shit in a fucking trust." And I was like, "No." She goes, "What is wrong with you?"
I think you need to include me into your trust so that I can help your son manage the property once you're gone.
Well, hell, look, Pete, I'd be glad to. I just don't know how much you're going to ask to do that.
50% of the estate.
No,
God damn, talk about greedy. I'd settle for 20.
How about 8? Anyway, no, I get 8% is good. No, but it's funny when
15.
Yeah, when we get in these discussions, but she made good sense. You know what I mean? Like Rob's the smart one in the bunch. So
You don't say.
At least with me, anyway. Probably the one that keeps me from doing nonsense.
Now, granted, part of the reason, and listen, I'm not as forward thinking as you might think. I already had a trust set up just because of, well, frankly, having to deal with the ATF.
Yeah, I know.
So I already had a trust set up, so I just expanded it to basically cover everything.
Yeah, you were in some crazy shit over there. Not fun.
Not really. I have to do a shitload of paperwork because of the federal government, so fuck them.
No, but my only point being is that you're dealing with extenuating circumstances over there. And it's not your wife. It's not your kid. Your natural kids. I'm talking about everything.
What does the ATF have to do with anything?
Huh?
I'm asking Slim.
What?
What does the ATF have to do with anything?
All the paperwork I have to go through for anything overly regulated by the ATF.
Oh.
There's a step in it where basically you have to get you have to get all your paperwork signed off on either by the chief of police for the city you live in or the county sheriff. And I mean, I live in a state where it isn't a problem, but just to simplify it, if you set up a trust to where not an individual owns it and the trust owns it, you can skip the whole part where you have to get the sign off from law enforcement.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. Because I mean, obviously there are some, chiefs of police and sheriffs that don't want to sign off on that kind of shit. Now, there's state law in Tennessee where I wouldn't have to worry about that. Basically, they have to, unless, there's some kind of criminal history that would exclude you. But just to simplify the process, we set everything up in a trust through a lawyer, and yeah.
An update on Big Al's Oyster Bar. I just got the notice.
Oh, really?
They're gonna accommodate us, so we're good.
All right. So what's the details?
We're gonna be there at 5:30. Oh God, what's the date? I'm trying to.
Monday?
Huh?
Monday night.
I think it's Monday.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
He's talking about dinner reservations in Vegas.
The Vegas trip.
Oh, okay.
I just got an update. An email from because I look. You know how it goes. Well, we can't take a reservation this early. We can't take a reservation now. And I said, look,
why the fuck not?
Yeah, why not?
So I said,
I've never understood that. Like, if I want to make a reservation 6 months in advance, I'd be glad if a motherfucker wanted to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, so I said, look, I need to talk to the manager. And she's like, okay. And it went dark for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then finally I got this call, it was a call. And I was like, who is this? And he goes, oh, it's so-and-so from Big Al's Oyster Bar. And I said, oh, good. I said, you just have no idea how happy I am to talk to you. So This is the kind of nonsense that.
So you got the reservation?
Yes.
All right.
Look, don't worry about it. We're going to go there and we'll have a good time.
How many
And
people?
All these other.
How many people did you make the reservation for?
7. That's what I was told. That's what Lou said. Make it for 7. Okay. Zona Tucson. Listen, man, get your ass to Vegas when we're there. I don't even give a shit, man. Just do it. Come up here with us. Stop.
Guess what? I'm not going to be there. Not this time.
That's okay. I mean, look, Slim, I understand. You got a lot going on. I don't know how you deal with all this. Be honest. You got to
you just deal with it. That's what you do.
Yeah, you never really have a choice. Yeah.
You're gonna put a condom on from here on out. That shit can't keep coming up. You can't keep having babies every day. Even though you make.
What are you talking about? I'm not having any more kids. We took care of that after the second one. That the baby making factory is shut down.
Yeah,
he's closed for business.
Yeah, he's good.
All right, good. But I just don't want you to. I can't hear these excuses forever.
I need to take care of myself, though. I'm still playing with fire every day.
I thought you went and got something done.
No, I need to.
God help me.
Yeah.
See, we just made it easy. She had to have the second one by C-section, so we were like, well, since you're in there, let's close down the plant.
Let's figure it out. Yeah. Let's figure it out. No, it's funny. I mean, look, and I joke about it because it is kind of funny. But at the same time, you can't get over your skis. You know, there's only so much room to go. You can't have 12 kids. If I'm Elon Musk, I can have 30 kids.
What are you talking about? I mean, my brother-in-law had 11.
Well, he's in prison then.
Yeah, well, that's why that motherfucker works 100 hours a week.
Yeah, exactly. He's in prison. Now,
400 grand a year sounds really good until you have 11 kids.
You ain't
Yikes.
got shit. You ain't got a damn dime to your name. Kids are expensive.
No, listen, you got a dime to your name because the problem comes when you hit that kind of level of money where you're making, almost $500,000 a year, you become greedy and you want more. So you decide to steal from your own family.
Well, that's a whole different story there.
It can't be that way. Can't be that way.
So something I've learned in my years is patience, and I've also learned that payback's a bitch, and her stripper name's Karma, and Karma will come back around and get everybody.
Well,
that's why I try and actually live right, because I do believe in karma. I think what you do will come back around on you.
I honest to God do too. Yeah, you probably, and Pete probably feels the same way.
Yeah, I think I do too. You
can't fuck people. You can't fuck them up.
No, me and Pete have had these conversations. One of the bad things in life is sometimes you have to find out that family will fuck you before anybody.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't disagree.
Especially when money and land is involved.
Right.
Yeah, thank God I'm divorced myself from all that. My land is my land. They ain't got no choice in it. The only thing I'd say to Noah is when I did put this in the living trust and the will and everything. I said, when you're 30, you get access to the assets.
Are your parents still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't get shit.
I didn't ask that. I just wonder if they're still alive.
Yeah, they're my dad's 86. My mom's 83, going on 84, right? And they're alive. We talked early this morning. And they're doing fine. They're still living and everything. And I tried to coach them through all this bullshit, but they can't.
Well, I mean, I don't have my mother in my trust either, because chances are I'm going to outlive her.
Yeah, but I was trying to get them to do something similar, right? because you know what's going to happen. If they don't set it up, I got to go through probate and all that bullshit, right? Me and my sister and I should say, I use proper English. My sister and I, we're going to have to go through all this. But if you could make it simpler or more streamlined, if you just put things in your, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going through that right now. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
to get them to do it. But you might as well be,
Well, and here's the thing. I've had to deal with that too. And just because you think you have things in order, motherfuckers can still take that shit to court and drag it out.
My brother-in-law is a lawyer. Okay, he went to Clemson and he went to Georgia and got his law degree. He's
got a Georgia law degree. Oh fuck.
Well, where the hell? I mean, you're down here in the South. So what are you?
Why is that bad?
Because he went to Georgia. That's bad. But he couldn't get a law degree from Clemson because we don't have a law program. So whatever.
Clemson doesn't have a law school?
No.
Fuck no.
Oh, yeah, that's poverty. Yeah.
We don't have a veterinarian school either.
Yeah, we do.
We do now. It's what, last year?
Yeah, so we have one.
Finally.
Hey,
But
y'all
I'm
just
telling you,
started
man,
having.
this is years ago, man. He didn't have any choice. I mean, not saying the
I think
veterinarians.
I think that Jarrett wants to join.
Yeah, I'm about to end the show though, so.
Okay.
But anyway, my only
start.
point being is, so I said to my sister, Mandy, I said, listen, the least you can do is get my parents set up so whenever the shit goes down, which is going to go down, everybody dies, that we're not sitting here in probate forever. Help them out. They can give you all the money. I don't need it. You can take it. Now, just be honest with you, they're worth way more than me. They started a company in Huntsville, and they're probably worth $15 million, $18 million.
Oh, dang.
Okay, I ain't even close to that.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, they're way ahead of me.
How many siblings do you have?
Yeah, huh?
How many siblings do you have?
That's it.
Just you and your brother?
No, my sister.
Oh, you and your brother. So three. Three kids.
No, I don't have my brother. I only have my sister.
Yeah.
You just said your brother was.
He's her husband.
He said brother-in-law.
Oh, so his brother-in-law.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So I'm like, guys, just make it easy for us. That's all. Anyway, it's kind of fun. I mean, you know how this goes, Pete. You're trying to get people to do things before the shit hits the fan, but nobody seems to think the shit's going to hit the fan.
Exactly.
But it is going to hit the fan.
Yeah.
Well, to that point, that's why I put a clause in my will that if you contest it, you're automatically cut out of it.
That's smart.
It's the shit we've had to deal with. So, and I asked a lawyer if we were able to do that, and he said, yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm going to okay, in a minute, I'm about to go and say we're changing that. to add that clause. If you contest it, you're not in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you can't do that in every state. Like there's a law in the state of Florida. You have to leave all of your children something. Like you can't cut them out completely.
Really?
So that's something. Yeah, that's something that's going to vary by state.
Does that apply to sisters too? Because Celine's gonna be really mad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know if that would apply to sisters. Probably not.
Yes, there you go. Don't try to fight it. Just be happy that you're in it. Yeah.
That's right.
Hell, be happy you got something to inherit. I
Yeah, no
never
kidding.
inherited shit from anybody.
Yeah.
I have not either, Slim. Look.
Well, you will eventually, apparently.
No, I won't. I'm gonna be dead. I won't inherit shit.
You won't be.
My parents are broke as fuck, man.
You just said they had $15 million.
Not them.
Oh.
Yeah, his sister and his brother-in-law ain't leaving him shit. You think they're going to leave him something when he's talking about nuking the world?
My sister and brother-in-law have that.
Oh.
Not my parents.
I'm confused. Okay, I thought you said your parents did.
No,
Oh.
not them. They don't have shit. Hell, I'm sending money down there to have them have a dinner every other week. Really, it's not good. They're on fixed income. They don't have no money. My dad. Anyway, I can tell you the whole story someday. But it was they didn't have money. They worked in mills all their lives. I mean, it's just horrible. And they had no wherewithal to figure it out. But they made me. They gave me a good life. They made sure I had everything. And so I pay it back. And I will pay it back.
There you go.
All right, well, just get off of here.
Yeah, I got to go.
All right.
All right, gentlemen. Thank all of you for coming on.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I'll have a good one. That's going to do it for me as well, everybody. Thank you. Call-in show tonight on the main channel at 10 p.m. So tune in for that. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.